Hi, this is another aircraft instrument. So this is an azimuth indicator. This was produced by Echo Electronics. So as you can see, this is vintage stuff, but you will see that there is a surprise inside. I bought this thing from eBay UK. So on the front, you have several knobs with different functions. I don't know exactly the purpose of this indicator, but you have an on-off switch here. And you have a contrast knob, again a contour, a contrast and stuff like that. And here a tilt command from up 15 to down 15. I will show you first this small indication here. So this is a reference of this indicator, M2212A, made in England. And you have here on the top indicator and azimuth range. I'll show you the rear of this instrument also. Okay, so this thing is a little bit damaged. So the connector is here. So let's open this thing. There are only two screws, one here and one on the other side. Okay, so we have here on the front the CRT. This is the power supply for the CRT. So here we can see that we have 8 adjustments here. We have other adjustments on this side. And the most interesting part is the bottom side with the electronics boards. And you can see that normally there should be electronic board inside. But as you can see, all the boards were removed and all the cables were cut here, so there is nothing inside actually. So of course when I bought this thing on eBay, it was written that this thing was untested. So anyway, even if this thing was complete, nobody can test this thing. But you can find also other sellers who shows the internal feature of this thing, and effectively in all indicators it seems that the boards are removed. So maybe it was to demilitarize this thing. So I will do a complete turn down of this thing, and all this thing will go to the recycling. So you can see that we have here some capacitors and some resistors in this bakelite plate here. So let's open this small bakelite cover here. So if you want to buy this indicator on eBay, be careful, because there is a good chance that you will find nothing inside, like this one. So I bought this thing from a UK seller, as I said, and the seller still sells 4 or 5 of this thing. So be careful, this is just a wiring board. So this makes the transition between the cables, which are normally connected to the electronic boards, and this harness cable here, which goes to the rear connector here and other stuff. So I don't know how to proceed. I will remove first maybe the back side here. As you can see, there are several high power transistors on the back of this thing, 6 actually, in TO3 package. There is a strange connector, like a small BNC. It is very small compared to a BNC. I'll show you the difference. Okay, so I didn't see we have 2 more transistors there. So we can remove this cover to see the reference of these transistors. Oh, this is very old. This is a germanium OC28. I think we will find the same on this side. Okay, so we find other OC28. Can be interesting to see at least the high voltage power supply here. don't know exactly how to remove this. Because this thing is soldered. This thing also. We need to remove the CRT first in order to push this power supply on the top here. Otherwise, it is impossible to remove. Okay, so we'll see on the front. Okay, we try to remove the front panel here. As you can see, the CRT can be removed easily. I need to remove, okay, this. Okay, so this is the CRT. Here's the type 1478K from EEV. Okay. So this is the front panel. So this seems to be a resolver, a synchro. This permits to set the limits here. You have two screws. So this is interesting. You can do something with this. You can remove the knobs here. Okay, I think we need to remove this panel cover here in order to have access to the screws. These are indicators. There is a bulb inside this thing. Because it is difficult to read the voltage of this thing because they are more or less erased here. The rest we have a potentiometer here, 250 ohms, wire wound. And we have some rotary commutators here. So this is a 10K potentiometer. So here there is a small PCB here with the adjustments. So we can remove this board also. Okay, so this is this board with 8 trim pots here. You can see the connections here. Here's the reference of these potentiometers. They are probably a wire wound, but I'm not sure. So now the next step is to remove the yoke. Okay, so I will remove this metal plate with these potentiometers here. Okay, so let's take a look on this adjustment plate here. So we have several wire ones potentiometers here. Made by Colvern Ltd. And we have this strange stuff here. This looks like adjustable inductors or transformers. Yes, because you can see that we have a ferrite which can move with a kind of screw. These are very difficult to remove. I'll try this one. You can measure the inductance of this thing. I will measure at 1 kHz, for example. Okay, so we start with this one here. We have 10 millihenry. Can change. I will try to find the screwdriver isolated. Okay, so the range is 10 to 12 or something like that. So this is a 10 millihenries inductor. It can be adjusted from 10 to 12 or something like that. Here we have this small bakelite plate with two capacitors, probably accurate capacitors, but yes, okay, plus or minus 2%. These are the old representation for picofarad, microfarad. So this is a 2.2 nanofarad. And there is another one, I think, here, a bigger one, which is a 10 nanofarad capacitor. So this is maybe a filter using these two coils here and this capacitor associated. So now we can remove this high voltage power supply. This is the only thing interesting in this instrument. Remove first. Okay, but I think this is yes, this is a soldered box. Here there is a soldering. So what I can do is to cut this with a saw. There's nothing else to do. I don't know what is inside this. There is something else here. Okay, so this is maybe a high voltage diode. Maybe, yes, but maybe a tube, because we can see that this is glass. Probably this is the same thing inside here. And this one is difficult to remove. Okay, so let's open this thing. I will cut this side here. And this thing is difficult to open. this thing fall on the ground, and this makes a crack here. Okay, this was not easy, so there is nothing left on this frame here, only cables and this small plate with some capacitors here, blue and green. This should be a tantalum capacitor here, 150 microfarad, 50 volts, and there is nothing else. So let's take a look on this block here. This will be difficult to see inside. This is very hard material. This is a very hard material, like a stone. I tried, but it is like a concrete, absolutely impossible to remove. So I wanted to see what is inside, but unfortunately this is absolutely impossible. The only accessible stuff is this high voltage diode here. This should be vacuum tubes. There are some silicone inside also. I try to remove this one, but this one is more difficult. Okay. Yes, so we can see here the vacuum tubes. Maybe there are two of them, I don't know. Probably. And there is nothing more, we just have this this ferrite for the transformer inside. This was the teardown of this azimuth indicator. Everything is on the table. Fortunately, all the boards were missing, so I don't encourage you to buy this thing if you are interested. There is nothing inside, unfortunately. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. I will stop here because it's absolutely impossible to destroy this thing.